Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Why not? Hello, hi. Happy September. It's fall. At least it's fall in the uh, northern hemisphere, which is ironic because today I'm playing an Australian game. Um, the temperatures just dropped here. It's been pleasantly cool, a little rainy. I've got my little hoodie on. It's I'm sure the temperatures will spike right back up to like the upper 70s soon enough, but you know, I'm enjoying it while it lasts. Uh, hello. Hi. Um, so today we are playing NEYYAH. I don't actually remember how it was pronounced in the demo, which I did play like back in the spring. Oh, thank you for the sub, Tato. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Waffles. I could go for some damn waffles right about now. Hydrate. You got it. Today's stream is brought to you by this giant 2-liter of Coke Zero. I said to my husband, I said, hey, could you bring me back some bottles of Coke Zero? And I meant like 20 ounces, and he just bought me back like a few 2-liters, and I was like, okay. I've been doing good. I've been doing good. Better than I have been, that's for damn sure. So yeah, I'm literally just drinking out of a 2-liter, because that's what my husband got me. Anyway, today's game, NEYYAH, whatever, I forget how it was pronounced in the demo. I streamed the demo back in, I want to say it was like back in the spring. And it just came out yesterday, so I'm very, very excited to play this. Like, I'm super hyped. I've been hyped for this game for months. It is absolutely a love letter to games like Myst and Riven that I grew up playing, so I'm, like, super excited for it. Also, when I posted the VOD of that stream to my YouTube, the dev of NEYYAH actually commented on it, and seems like a really nice person. So that's super neat. That's the first time I've ever interacted with the dev of a game I've played. So here we are. Let's just go ahead and get this started. I don't know why I'm rambling as much as I am. Oh, I'm over here. Why am I over here? I don't need to be over here. There we go. Let's move me back over here, where I belong. Oh. Okay. Choose your journey mode. Guided by the Ancients won't leave you feeling so alone during your journey in NEYYAH. Receive new maps and location alerts, pop-up text to familiarize with controls and features. And this is... tutorials won't appear at the start of the game. You won't be prompted so much. Okay, I can change this during the game. Let's take the middle path for now. Whispers in the wind. Let me know how the audio is, by the way. I might need to turn it down, but there's not really a lot of audio options in the game itself, so I'll have to turn it down in OBS. It's very loud to my ears, anyways.
Greetings. I'm Vamir, head scientist here on Olajay. I'm sure you're wondering why you've been torn from one reality and thrown into another.
Can't be worse than the one I'm already in.
Basically, your arrival was foretold by an ancient spirit, and your mission will change the fate of the world.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Behind you, there is a key. It will operate the bridge to the Jalud station. Press the button to get inside. The Jalud will take you to NEYYAH.
NEYYAH. NEYYAH.
Name of Fazalta. Your existence changes everything. Go to NEYYAH. Save us all. Like the Pelska foretold.
I do really love that this game has, like, full motion video actors and shit. That is just peak Myst and Riven. That right there was just num 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 num. Delicious. Num 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 num. So good. Okay, so I'm in Oluge. NEYYAH offers a wide range of fascinating locations to explore. Upon entering a new location, a new map will reveal itself on the locations list to the right. Use the maps to understand the world you're exploring. Press M to access maps. You can click on current location to expect your current position. Take note of new map updates messages. And a red dot will mark the place where you arrived. Okay, yeah, so this makes sense. Here's where I arrived. Sky Chamber, the bridge, Jalude Station. Okay. I somewhat remember this from last time. This very much reminds me of the big central dome in Riven. If you remember, I played the 2024, or was it 2025 remake of Riven. It was either last year or this year. I can't remember. I think it was last year. I played the remake of Riven, and it was so much fun. I remember I streamed it. It was great. I had such a good time. I think the volume in the game is a little loud here. I gotta turn it down on OBS. There we go. 1 hour ago, portal activated, sensor detected, connecting Orient to system, successful connection. Less than an hour ago, searching for target, target successfully located, initiating teleportation. Teleportation in progress, stable vortex. Final phase initiated, stable vortex. Teleportation successful, disconnected portal from Orient. The old one has arrived. Listen, I may be 40, but, that's just rude. Ah, bridge key. Alright. New observation. The Traveler's Guide provides a list of your observations, serving as hints in solving puzzles and completing the game. This is completely optional. You are encouraged to take your own notes as you explore NEYYAH at your own NEYYAH at your own pace. All observations are collected in separate lists associated with different areas of NEYYAH. As you explore more of NEYYAH, new locations will be revealed in the menu on the right. I have acquired a key. Can I use this anywhere nearby? I'm sure I can. I just gotta figure out what I'm supposed to be doing here is my problem here. Should I put the key in that thing? No, that doesn't go there. Ah, that looks like a good spot for the bridge key. Boom. I just solved the first puzzle. Yay! I want to get over there. I bet that door's got some cool shit behind it. This reminds me very much of the Central Dome in Riven. And if that's what they're going for here, then I know there's a bunch of cool stuff to be found. Behind that door, for instance. Let's just take a look at our view here. Oh yeah, it's definitely giving Riven Central Dome. I have entered the Jalude station. The mayor mentioned I must board the Jalude. Indeed. Time to get on the... I remember this part. You get in the giant ball bearing, and you take a giant ball bearing ride. Hell yeah. Oh, I gotta turn it. Okay, that makes sense. This is very, very Riven. And I mean that in a way that is extremely complimentary. Like, Riven is one of my all-time favorite games, more so than Myst. And this just feels like such a love letter to it. I keep saying that, but I really mean it. Like, you got the whole structure of multiple islands. You've got the trams that take you there. I'm loving it. I'm here for it. Felitsu Island in the Gafunkie zone. In the Guy Funky zone. So here's our map. We came in this way at the Jalude arrival station. Alright, so I'm starting to remember this from the demo. This is the part I explored in the demo, so we'll see how far I can get before I, like, have a giant heart attack. There is one thing I remember, however. There was a puzzle. I don't know if it's in the full version of the game, but it was in the demo. There was a puzzle I must have spent like a good 30 minutes trying to figure out, and then the answer stared me right in the goddamn face the whole time, and it's right by the tram station, so I'm gonna look now and see if it's still there. Not right now, but... There we go. There it is! The solution to the puzzle that absolutely fucking eluded me for, like, 30 minutes when I played the demo. I'm not falling for that trap again. You can't get me with that shit twice. But you sure got me once. Oh, man. Alright, so red, blue, green, yellow. Four colored circles on the back of the Jalude. Red, blue, green, and yellow. I've decided I'm not going to check the traveler's hints unless I actually need them. So... for now, we'll just ignore them. It really is a lovely world. Something goes there. I'm clearly going to need another something or other. I don't know what to do with this thing either. But I'm sure we'll figure it out. Alright, so let's go this way first. Gosh, just look at how pretty it all is. So I don't know what this is. Oh! Oh, it's showing me a... That was an immensely phallic tower. That's a penis. No, we'll figure out how to get to the dick tower. We will. Let's go... Okay, so that's really as far as we can go. We can go this way, though, and see what's over here. Oh gosh, it's so pretty. I don't think this door is powered up. Yeah, if I remember correctly, the door needs to be powered up. I don't know what that says. Just call me Jared19, because I don't fucking know how to read that. Oh, and there's also that lever right there. Which doesn't do shit right now. If I remember correctly, I've got to get steam power going through this pipe before I can do anything over here. Alright, so that was a somewhat useless adventure. Let's see what we got over here. Let's go this way first. I don't remember what that pipe does, but whatever it does, I need to look at this thing first, probably. Seems I have to put some sort of doodah right there, which I don't have. I have a distinct lack of doodahs right now. Okay, so I am doodah-less at the moment, so I don't really know what I can do. Over there. So let's go up here and see what there is to find up here. Hey, Sheena, how you doing? You know, I'm already starting to have horrible nightmares about travel. I didn't tell everyone else yet, but, I'm going back to my hometown in the middle of next month, so I'll be taking about a week off streaming. And, yeah, I'm already starting to have nightmares about airports. Right. What am I supposed to do here again? I'm sure travel will be delightful. I have no doubts it will probably be the most unexciting trip. I can go down over here. That's worth noting. Oh, down's the only way I can go. I can't go forward. I can only go down. Okay. I don't know what to do with this. I am hoping for free snacks and accoutrements. Basically, the short version is my parents, were going on an international trip, but my parents are aging, and my father is having some issues with mobility these days, and they decided to cancel the trip and instead fly me out to visit. So, I get to fly in the economy plus, the lap of luxury. Let me tell you. What's that? Well, that's just the tracks. Here are some things. Right. Okay. I remember this part. Red, blue, green, yellow. This was a solution for that puzzle that stymied me for hours, practically, during the demo. But now I remember it. System data intercepted. New message received from Vamir. I wish I could speak more on the importance your arrival has on our world, but it's unsafe and time is running out. The best I could do is send you to NEYYAH. It will provide you the safest route to the Jalude docking station where you must meet me. Enter the portal you have arrived at and find the lab. There is another Jalude transport pod there. Board it. The code to power the portal is located at Signal interference! Data recovery failed! Mission corrupted! Beep boop bop. So it's red, blue, green, yellow. Can't fool me with that puzzle twice, game dev. Can't fucking fool me with that puzzle twice. I remember where the code was located. Do I remember what that code did? Absolutely fucking not. Powered on whatever this thing is, though. Oh, right, it's a portal. That makes sense. Right, it takes me to the mines. To the Glorfiak mines. God, I love made-up fantasy place names. So much fun. Okay, so this is where I came in. One thing I really appreciate about it is the fact that, like, the maps are already filled in. I don't have to fill them in as I go. For a game like this, I feel like that is very, very helpful. I do appreciate it. I don't remember where I was told I have to go, though. No, I think I've pretty much got most of it. Alright. So anyway, we're here in the mines, baby. Just call me a child, because I yearn for the mines. What's this? Just some set dressing, maybe. Looks like a clock, maybe? How did I find this game? Great question. So I streamed the demo back, I want to say in the spring. Maybe, was it this spring? Was it last spring? We just don't know. I actually saw somebody post about it on Blue Sky, is how I first heard about it. So I can go that way or I can go that way. Let's go this way. Glorfiak Mines, Shaft, something... Oh, you're getting a new PC this weekend! Oh, but you're getting your infusion and you don't know if you can pick it up when it comes in. Send your man. Make him do it. Make him get it for you. That's what I make my husband do. I really appreciate the clear text option. Very much. My old miserable eyes really appreciate that. Glorfiak Mine, Shaft, whatever that is, operations. Cargo checked. Processed metal for Harbor Watchtower. Awaiting transfer to Shaft. That. Your situation ship. Well, whatever he is, you can make him go get your computer for you. That's what I would do. Signed, Carol Palore. on 7/4/42/31. This is an Australian game. Do Aussies do month first, or do they do date first? Was this July 4th or April 7th? Where... My Aussie friends are not available right now, so I can't ask them. I will ask them after stream, though, if I don't come up with the answer before then. Right, I was heading this way. They're backwards, you're assuming based on toilet flushes and being on the opposite of the Earth. You know what? I'm willing to go with that. I really am. However, they're also another former British colony, and Canada, as far as I know, does month first. Oh my... Oh! A critter! A little guy! A friendly little dude! A little fella. I want to make it my friend. Come back here, little friend. I want to hug you. I don't see him, though. He went this way, and I don't see him. Boo. Maybe he'll come back. Where am I? It doesn't show my current location. That's phenomenal. He'll be back if you've learned anything about video games, which you are bad at, to be fair. That is fair. You know, I thought I was really shitty at Guild Wars 2. I was enjoying it, but I thought I was just really shitty at it. Turns out, I just picked one of the worst and squishiest classes to play for my first character. As soon as I switched to a different character in class, things became so much easier. I still love my little thief, though. I think I went this way. Yeah, so I think I'm heading this way. I think I'm, like, over here-ish. Oh, I can go down this way, huh? Well, let's go this way first and see what we find. Where's my little friend? Hey, little guy. Where'd you go? You went this way. Ooh, what's over here? I hear rustling. Where'd you go, little guy? I also mostly solo. I am trash at co-op as well. Which is wild, because I love MMOs, but, like, I don't like group content. Makes me anxious. Alright, so something needs to go here before I can open the door, apparently. Yeah, I will run group content, or, like, if one of my friends needs help with something, I'll go help them. But for the most part, I just like to go through my stories solo. Which is, like, one of the very few beefs I had with Final Fantasy XIV. The fact that, like, you have to do the dungeons. Where am I even going? Ooh, what's over here? This looks important. This was not in the demo. So I officially reached the point of, I don't remember this shit. Need some other doodad to go there. Oh, I can't go through here, okay. Blocked by some kind of force field, I'm guessing. Okay, all right. So the red thing marks where I am right now. It is super 90s. As I was saying when the stream started, it is definitely a throwback to Myst and Riven, especially to Riven, which were like baby Stella's very first video games. So it is absolutely like near and dear to my heart, and that's why I was so hyped to play this. I didn't even realize it was coming out like so quickly until I just happened to check my Steam wishlist a few days ago. It just came out yesterday, so it is fresh. Which on the one hand is great because I'm really excited to play it. You know, I'm glad I was able to get my hands on it super quick. Hey Baki, how you doing? Yeah, that's right. I did lend you Mist in Siberia. You should play the I think it's the 2024 remake of Riven. It is so much fun. It's on Steam. Your new PC will handle it great. Okay, so here's an office. We got the blue door. Old offices. Okay. We can't get into the office yet because it needs some sort of a key. I wonder if there's anything we can find in the old offices up here. Show me this map again. Where am I going? Okay, so the old offices are going to be off to my right. Okay. Hmm. Can't really access that. Hmm. Inaccessible for now. If there's one thing I've learned about these games is that sometimes things are inaccessible for now. But they won't be inaccessible forever. Okay, so that's where I came in. Glorfiac Mine, Shafts, that, and also that. We've got some names here. Oh, Vamir de Healy was here at one point. Vamir is the guy who brought us here. Notes. Ernter returning in a couple of days. Fix on gate may require a new cable. To clarify, Ruli checked in at 11:26. Notify visitors to keep their preferred language. May need to speak to Vamir about small access shift operation, causing too much confusion amongst Fizaltians. Any upcoming games I'm excited for? Well, there was this one. There is House of Tesla, which is coming out at the end of the month, which is a sequel to the House of Da Vinci games that I streamed last year, I think. Or maybe early this year. Time means nothing to me anymore. And then Guild Wars 2 is getting a new expansion October 28th, I think? So those are the three that I'm looking forward to. Excuse me, I need to take a sip from my giant 2-liter of Coke Zero. I said to my husband, hey, while you're out, bring me back some bottles of Coke Zero. I meant 20 ounces. He brought me back 2 liters. Halash, I've gone to inspect a message received from the Galanti podium down at Shaft, that thing. The workers informed me as soon as it came through. Apparently strange lights have been spotted off the coast of the Paita factory. There's no Paita harvest set to dock at the harbor this afternoon, so I'm curious as to what this could be, if anything. I'll investigate and report back as soon as I can. The Golar craft has a maintenance inspection set for 1500, ready for flight testing tomorrow morning. Ernter Puili? Ernter Puili May wish to carry out the inspection. If he does, please follow up as regards the broken cable at the gate. I'll be back soon. Carol. Chronos the New Dawn and Silent Hill F I saw. That I'm not gonna play it because I am a wuss and, like, easily scared. But I will absolutely watch all of the massive deep dive breakdowns that YouTubers make about it. Oh yeah, and I am looking forward to the next World of Warcraft expansion. No, it's fine! I'm happy to have you here. I'm looking forward to the next World of Warcraft expansion, which is next year. They're finally doing player housing, which is going to be pretty cool. So, I'm looking forward to that. And I think after years of really dropping the ball, WoW has kind of started to get better since Dragonflight. Yep, there's been The War Within, came out last year, or maybe this year, I don't remember. Last year, maybe? And then next year is Midnight. They have like 3 expansions lined up in a row. Boom, boom, boom. And, yeah, they're coming out like 1, 2, 3. It's like legit housing, not just base building. It's like a legit house. Oh, finally, a building I can go into. What's this do? Nothing, apparently, because there's nothing for me to click on. I mean, I'm sure it does something. It's just it does something I haven't figured out yet. Glorfiak Mines Goler Craft Hanger. We got our Goler Craft and our Glorfiak Metal Levitation Unit. Maintenance checks to complete. Glorfiak propulsion units, fans, and coolants. Console cables must be fastened to inner roof pumps. No overhanging cables. Clear view for pilot. Smooth throttle and brake systems and fast steering rod operations. Warm up engines for 5 minutes before executing takeoff. Glorfiak Mines, Goler Craft Hangar, Hangar Systems. Rooftop needs to be open fully for craft to begin levitation. Lever systems opens hangar roof, activates AC and opens vents. And there's an internal backup power generator. So that's what this thing is. That is the Golor craft. And the roof is only part way open, so I can't exactly use it right now. I can take a look at it, though. It's not even powered on. Glorfiak Mines, Golor Craft Hangar. Craft patrol positions for the Elopolite Shield. Oh, God. So many crazy new words. Inactive state. I need the clear text. Inactive state, 2-armed crafts. Hover at the same height as the plasma fountain. Await plasma fountain bulb activation. Active state, 2-armed crafts. Start separation fly out from the plasma fountain bulb until it completely shrouds the harbor. Patrol harbor before returning to Glorfiak Mines. Okay. I understand pretty much none of that. But I bet I will. I have faith in this game. Oh, the dot's still over on the blue door, but I can see where we are because we passed the guard shed, and we're just outside here. We are just outside the Golar Craft Hangar. So we're heading to the Lab HQ with the hangar and the Jalude Station and the portal. Okay. Excuse me while I itch. It's allergy season up here, and it's really bad. It is ragweed season, and I am suffering. Oh, didn't expect that to actually have power. Oh.
Ah, Vermeer. I've just finished stacking these heater shells. What did you do with the fourth one? You're not Vermeer.
I am not. That is correct.
Are you the one they were talking about?
I don't know.
Vermeer and the Pelska? Yes, yes. Yes, she said you would come.
I'm the chosen one.
But what if she's working for Smokes?
For smallpox?
Did he send you here? Oh, it took too long. I mean, Vermeer was never gonna trap...
Pardon?
anyone? I should have... I must get to NEYYAH.
Okay, bye. What, am I running after this dude? Why am I chasing him? Alright, so he took the pod. Bye. Oh, I got an achievement. Enter the red. What lurks beyond? This is an Australian game. They all have Aussie accents. Okay, the building seems to have gone into lockdown. Incoming video call.
So, I heard Mason went through the portal and blew himself up.
Oh, is that what he did? Is that what he did? Good work, Jason. Good work, Mason.
Such a waste. You must return to NEYYAH. The portal that brought you to the lab will take you to the other Jalud.
The other Jalud.
It will be useless to you, of course, without the right programming, which is why you must find the secret portal.
Ooh, the secret portal. I gotta find the secret portal. It's more secret than all the other portals I've found, which were pretty fucking secret. Oh, nice. There's a transcript of the video call, I think. Okay, so now it just made me look at this thing. What did I just do? Achievement unlocked. NEYYAH Site 28. Code required. Well, I don't have it. Is there a way to, like, look at my inventory? Because, like, I feel like maybe I should look at the paper I got. This probably is going to ask me for the same thing. Oh. NEYYAH case. The NEYYAH case holds the NEYYAH devices. They provide power to various machines found on the NEYYAH sites, developed in red, blue, green, and yellow designs. 3 components make up the symbology of the NEYYAH device. A Kalita portal triangle representing location, a line of 4 squares representing the NEYYAH energy level, and a circle with a line through it which makes a NEYYAH unique to its given location. Please notify your instructor if any NEYYAHs fail to operate during your training sessions. Okay. But it looks like I have one of those things now, so that's neat. How do I, like, access it, though? Oh. Notes. This wouldn't be a video game that has Myst and Riven at its heart without a bunch of randomly placed journal pages for us to savor together. I have attained a new crystal from the Pelska Shrine. This has solved the issue of certain areas in NEYYAH not being accessible through this handheld portal. I have decided to call it the Pelska Portal. Ertner has also updated the Bannock system which this portal system operates on, making sure to hide it from Smolax's gaze. The sensors I have hidden within NEYYAH's Pelorian portals also react instantly upon accessing areas of NEYYAH. These sensors unlock traversable areas of NEYYAH within the Pelska portal. My work here on NEYYAH will be much easier and quicker to conduct than I ever imagined. Of course, all this wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for Orion's contributions. Activating the Pelska portal at the Pelska Shrine is now very instantaneous, and Orion seems to agree upon the activation code. In memory of the Fazaltians that were lost, and from the ashes comes a new beginning. Fazalta continues to guide me in this mission, it seems. For this, I am thankful. And there's a picture of whatever the hell that is. Pelska portal. Handles, base connects to console shrine, activation button. Note: the Pelska portal can only be used in certain areas of NEYYAH. I've called these areas active points, and their locations can be found in my journal at the secret office. The Pelska portal must be powered at the console I've set up at Penorvia Point. Only then can it work correctly. Alright, notes read. NEYYAH Site, Sector 28 sectors. NEYYAH Spore collection pool. Current position. Jalud arrival station. Jalud exit station. I do believe I've found the code to get out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, crystal, half moon, circle, half moon. Yep, I called it. Boom. Oh, a note. Pyita Factory Secret Office Developments. My dearest Talavia, I'm glad you managed to access this console. Since your last visit to check the sensors at the NEYYAH pools, I thought I'd assist you in any other explorations you'd wish to carry out on NEYYAH. Your inspections on the systems I've put in place would have been invaluable, especially with my memory. Head like a sieve, as my mother would insistently tell me. Yeah, that's relatable, buddy. Me too. Plus, I've enjoyed seeing you more often over the last couple of months as our work finally comes to an end. Soon we will be able to make up for lost time. They gonna bang. I have put together some notes for you inside a book. You can retrieve it from inside this console by pressing the unlock button on the next screen. Head like a sieve, much like, but also not like, head like a hole. Head like many small holes, not just one big hole. The book contains a rough map detailing the route from here to the Pyita factory where my new secret office is located. I have programmed certain portals to deactivate upon the release of this book, which should keep you on the right track. If you wish to explore the rest of NEYYAH, you'll have to power them back up using the console I have set up in the secret office. The super secret special office. Also, you'll be happy to know that I have made some adjustments to the Pelska portal. Once powered, you'll be able to traverse NEYYAH faster. You'll find it behind you in the cabinet beside the emergency broadcast monitor. Stay safe, Vamir. And here is my book. Ah, that's labeled journals. I bet if I hit J, I can... Yep, I can access them. Okay, okay. So these are directions to the new... office. So here's the Gafunke zone. Absolutely. Ask away, Sheena. Ask away. Will I have an answer? Possibly not. Cross the heater servers and make your way to the Beluga pools. Okay, so we gotta go back to the main area, I guess. Go to the pools here. Please refer to this map if you struggle to reach the Payita factory from this lab. I've decided to hide some of it. Mason's salt trick will come in handy here. Okay. Keep these notes safe. And follow the path back to the cave. Oh, okay, so we're reading this like Hebrew over here. 1 is follow the path back to the cave and take the Pelorian portal to the heater servers of Falitsu Island's Gafunke zone, which is where we came from. And then cross the heater servers and make your way across to the Bulba pools. I have kept certain Binoxi Eye portals open for your journey to the Payita factory. Do you feel like you benefited from gifted classes? I was working with someone today who's really wanting that for their kid, which I kind of feel like your mileage may vary on how useful those are. I will say it probably kept me from getting bored in school to a degree. Do I feel like I benefited as an adult? No. No, I do not. I don't really feel like I got anything out of them, like, beyond what I got out of them at the time. I was a gifted kid, for the record. For all the good that did me. At the time, I think it definitely helped me, like, have kind of a purpose at school instead of, like, getting really bored and, like, feeling like I was just, like, doing stuff I already knew, especially when I think back to, like, elementary school when all the other kids were learning how to read, but I already knew how. So they had me do other stuff. But, like, in terms of my adult life, it looks good on resumes, I guess. Alright, so we saw one of these portals back on the area there. It's such an interesting thing. People put a lot of weight on that kind of stuff, and it gets emotionally loaded for people when their kid does not get in. Yeah, I'm sure it does. Everyone wants their kid to be super special. When you leave the Galorfiak mines and reach the heater servers of the Gafunke zone, the Pelorian portal you would have arrived through will be inactive. If you want to reach the NEYYAH pools, you'll have to reactivate at my secret orifice. My secret office? Not my secret orifice! Wow. Secret Orifice makes this a very different game. Reactivated at my secret office in the Payita factory, along with a few Binoxi Eye portals. I know you're only too familiar with this hub station of NEYYAH. Your checks and rechecks on the sensors I've set up at the heater chamber there have proved most valuable. Look out for this Toledo portal to return here for the Galorfiak mines. All your orifices are explicit. I think most people's orifices tend towards being fairly explicit, if you get my drift. Any cart systems on NEYYAH won't operate until you power the portals of the Payita factory. No secrets, just straight up orifices. Oh, this is what I get for not being able to frickin' talk. The lab here on Galorfiak Mines is no longer safe, Talavia. I have to find a new place to protect my research. The Payita factory remains very cut off from the other Falitsu Island zones. With the collapse of the Yopelish portal, it's unlikely Small Axe's men will return here anytime soon. They find this place disorientating. They won't dare explore the lower depths of this ancient place. The lower level will lead me through the pier and down an elevator to an old storage bunker. This will be my new secret office, Talavia. A place to keep my spare key for the numerous lock systems I have set up across NEYYAH and all other important research documents. Disconnecting the mechanism from the original crane once used to carry the Payitas up to the central tank was no easy task, but alas, the entrance to the pier is now protected. Old Payita caskets still linger in the Pelorian flower-stained waters of the Payita factory's lower level. In case any unexpected visitors do decide to inspect the factory, I have boarded up the doorway to the old Payita storage room. I tested the ladder which leads up to the security access console. It won't drop down until the lever at the central tank in the factory is activated. The ladder on the side of the tank is still safe to use, but may need to be replaced at some point, considering the state of the rest of the tank. The stale fumes of the Pytolish clan's activity still stain the rusted skeleton of this eerie place. I can't wait to figure out what, like, literally any of these terms mean. But that's the joy in games like this. You learn new made-up words. To think what that room would have sounded like when the Pyotish clan were busy at work inside the pods, fastened tight, creating their magic, the Paidas. Now I am using the ruin of their home to accomplish my own tasks. Heleva, am I just like him? Draining what is left of this world for my own purposes. Some nights, having returned to yourself and Niluka on Oluj, I gaze up into the blanket of stars above me and wonder, is Fazalta completely lost? Is there any way to truly bring it back? Then I remember seeing our son a few mornings ago before returning to my work here on NEYYAH. He was so bound to his pen and paper, sketching his own interpretation of the old Fazaltian world, even labeling places in Galahanti. He has taken such a shine to the old language, and in such moments I tell myself, yes, I have to keep going. Not long now, Taleva. Find what you need in my secret office at the Paida factory to get access to the rest of NEYYAH. I'll see you both soon. Alright, now I can get out of this place. So this is where Mason was hanging out. Gotta put something there, I guess. Great work, destroying yourself there, Mason. Solid work. I just want to make sure I've seen everything this place has to offer. Like, just make sure that I've seen all that needs to be seen over here. Right, I've already read that journal. And I can't go out that way. Okay, so back to the elevator, I guess? Back down to ground level? Why did somebody's eyes just look at me through magic? I'm uncomfortable. Yeah, you gotta make sure there's no clicky pocket somewhere that needs a clicking. Exactly. Gotta make sure. Excuse me. You know how these games work. Alright, so we can't figure out how to open up the craft yet. Nor do I think we need to yet. We got pretty explicit instructions on what we need to do next. I would still really, really like to get down into this office down here, though. Absolutely solid games for the goblin-minded. Pick up everything, loot everything. Yeah, okay, I have no way to get in still. Hang on. What if I go up this way? Is this the way to those old offices? Oh, yeah, we've already determined I can't get over there right now. Here's the way to that blue portal, which I think we've also determined I can't do anything with right now. Yeah. I think I have to go back to the previous zone where I came from before I can do anything else. That's the directions that he gave in his instructions to his wife, maybe? Right now, my biggest disappointment is that we didn't find the critter anymore. Alright, so let's go back over here. I could also go this way, couldn't I? What's in here? A locked off area that I cannot access. Fantastic. Well, we'll just have to come back later, won't we? And over here we just have some kind of cave-in. How do I get back out of here? Here we go. Alright. Okay, so we're back out of the mines. Now, I think I remember some information from when I played the demo. So far, this has been more or less almost exactly the same as the demo. So I think I remember where we need to go next. I don't know what this box does. I'm sure we'll find out eventually. And if I remember correctly, what I need to do now is tinker with this area. Because I think that Payita box has something to do with what we need to do next. Yeah, it does, but, like, I don't know how to fucking get the Payita box. Oh, by hitting escape. That's how. Interesting. Okay, so we've got multiple Payitas here. That looks like blue. Level 3, and a circle with a vertical line. This one, right here. No, not that one? How about this one? Yay! I figured it out. And I even got an achievement for it. I genuinely have no idea what I just did, but it seems to be something. I seem to have powered something on. Power seems to be happening. Oh, here's salt. Salt trick. There was some mention of a salt trick. Aha! Knew it. Here's the rest of the directions. So this is where I need to go. I need to get to the Payita factory zone back here. And I think I remember how to do that. I think. Don't quote me. Oh, give me a second. Just let me stretch a little bit. Oh, I'm a little cramped. Ugh. My butt hurts. So now that we've got stuff powered up, I think I need to go back this way. I don't think there's anything I can do over here right now, but I'm gonna look at these little devices anyways. Yeah, I need another cube, probably. So I think now that we've got the power going over here, I think I can open this door. Yeah, I can hear the power now. I can hear it. There we go. Yay! We did it, friends. Okay, now what? Great question. Alright, so we have entered the cliff tunnel, and we need to go to the sleeping tower area and follow the path up to the Binoxy craft and ride it to the Dome Zone! So... take the second left is what I'm seeing here. But I feel like, let's explore. Let's explore. Let's see what's over here on the first left. If nothing else, it is very pretty. Oh, whoa, a door that won't open. Okay. Gotta love those doors that won't open. Oh, friend's back! Hi, friend! Oh! He back! I wonder if I can chase him. Hey, buddy, where'd you go? This is right back where I was. Okay, well, I guess he departed. It's fine. I seem to remember going through this tunnel. What's over here? A door. I want to see what's up on at the end of the stairs first. We'll come back. We'll come back. Wait, is this where I was? Maybe? Is that the top of the stairs? Pass through the dome to the far side. I don't even know if that's what this is. Okay. This is definitely some kind of a thing. Wait, no, I didn't want to go back up. I wanted to go back down. Take me back down. Sometimes games like this are a lot of taking elevators up and down. What's this? something goes in there. I couldn't even begin to imagine what. Okay, well, I don't have whatever is needed to power this thing, so I guess let's just go back up then, shall we? Excuse me. Alright, I could have sworn there was another, like, stairway here. Like, you could go that way. Yeah, okay, let's go straight this time and see where that takes us. To a locked door, but I have seen this symbol inside the dome on the other door. Okay, so, like... this is the symbol that was on that door at the end of the stairs. And this is the symbol that was on that unlockable door down in the pool area. So, like, in theory, I have to do something in here to get the power turned on. And I'm guessing it has to do with that device down at the bottom. But something clearly has to be put in it, and I just don't know what. Best I've got in my inventory is some salt. I can try putting some salt in it? Maybe that'll work? 'Cause that's pretty much all I have. Salt? No, salt's not the answer. What does that even mean? I'm gonna ask my traveler's notations here. There's a symbol marked on the front of a tank. What might it represent? I have no idea. Something clearly needs to be put in this tank, but I can't fathom what. Alright, I didn't really explore the pools area very much. Let me see if I can figure it out. Let me see if there's anything down in the pools that I'm missing. It also said there's a lever in here that will let me divert power between two different things, but, like, I'm not sure. Where's the lever? I don't see it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this has theoretically diverted power, assuming there is any power, to that door down in the pool area. So let's see if that did anything. I mean, I feel like I've got to put something in that device before it'll do anything, but I literally cannot fathom what that might be. Some very pretty vistas, I will certainly say that. Froggy friend! Hello, froggy friend. If nothing else, we made a friend along the way. And what is that if not just freaking delightful? Oh. We powered the door. Okay. What's in here? Okay. Oh, we have reached the sleeping tower area. Fantastic. Alright, this is where we were supposed to go anyway. Great. What's out here on the beach? Anything cool? Any critters? Any critter friends? We've got the hissing lizard thing, and we've got the frog. Do we have any other cool animal friends? We got this weird device. What's this? Ah, okay. This is a symbol that was talked about in the, like, portable portal guide or whatever, but we don't have the portable portal machine. Good to know there's one over here on the beach. Okay, good to know. Okay, cool. So there's a spot for a portable portal over here on those rocks. Good to know. I'm glad I made a little excursion. I actually got something out of it other than a nice view. Gosh, look at the views. This is a very, very pretty game. Solid feast for the eyes here. Look at this shit. Look at how nice that vista is. Just, mwah. Num 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 num. Eating all this up. This is so good. I think one of the reasons I've been having trouble with, like, constant streaming of late is because there just haven't really been any, like, games that I've really wanted to stream. But I think between NEYYAH and House of Tesla at the end of the month, I think I'll be good for a little while. Alright, what do we got up here? Here's a portal. I believe it is currently inaccessible. Yeah, I think that's an inaccessible portal. Yeah, portal which seems inactive. Is there anything nearby that might let me power it? Okay. Probably. I just haven't found it yet. What about this thing over here? We're going another pinball ride. And I'm pretty sure this is where the demo ended, so we will be getting into brand new territory for me from here. Oh, it's a tram. That's exciting. Okay. I don't remember if his notes said we're supposed to take a tram. I guess we're taking one anyway. Or dying. Is this his very secret lab? His secret orifice? The Dome Zone. We were supposed to go to the Dome Zone. I remember that. We were supposed to go to the Dome Zone. Falitsu Dome. Elevator, craft station. I think we are where we are supposed to be. Let me just double check the directions here. Yes. Okay, so pass through the Falitsu Dome to the far side and enter the Binoxi Eye portal into the Paida factory zone. Okay. All right, we're doing what we've been instructed to do here. We're following Vimir's instructions like good little peons or whatever. Did you know I have another sip? Ugh. Oh, my butt is killing me. All the cushioning has gone out of this chair, and I got myself a chair cushion, like a really nice, a cute little seat cushion. However, it doesn't have sufficient padding either, so it doesn't really help much. It's cute, though. It's a fox. Alright, so here we are on Falitsu Island's Dome Zone. We're supposed to pass through here, but we can't right now. Interesting. So we have to figure out what to do with these two things, I'm guessing. You want some salt? No. And I can't really step off into the water here. Interesting. Wonder what's out there. Wonder how to get out there, for that matter. It feels like I should be able to, like, step out this way, but I clearly cannot. Let's see what I'm missing here. I'm missing the extremely easy to open door handle, is what I'm missing. Good news, guys, we solved the puzzle. Yay! Second time that this game has gotten me real fucking good with a puzzle that I thought was way more complicated than it actually was. Oh, second time. No, it's dark and creepy in here. We're not a fan. No, no likey. It's dark. I can't see shit. Don't know why I keep looking, and it's not like I can see anything. And then I was instructed to go through the portal after passing through the dome. So let's do that. Okay. So we're on the NEYYAH factory zone. Okay, so... NEYYAH factory, pier, old rail cart station. Okay. Alright, so I gotta go into the NEYYAH factory, I guess, which is where we are, conveniently enough. One thing I will say that I like about this, where it has a departure from Riven, which I just keep comparing it to over and over. My apologies to the dev who actually commented on my YouTube VOD of my playthrough of the demo, by the way. Seems like a lovely human being, and I really appreciate their work. I'm sorry to keep comparing it to Riven, but that's just what keeps coming to mind. One thing that I really like as a departure is that Riven just had those 5 islands, and it was all very set to those 5 islands, and each island had a specific, like, purpose and arc to the story. Whereas I feel like with NEYYAH so far, it's a lot more organic in that there's a bunch more islands, and each island has different bits and bobs of it that you get to in different ways, and I feel like that's kind of a little more immersive almost. Neat. I fucked with something I don't know if I should have. That's always fun. Oh, I see, though. This is one of those cases. Okay, this does remind me of some puzzles I saw in Riven where, like, when you open certain doors, it would block access to other things. So I want to go around to the side here first. I just want to see what else there is to see here, you know? Here's a great big tower. Or boiler or something. What? I don't know what's happening over here. I think I should just leave it, personally. A note! Famir's notes, the Peoltish clan statue heads. To NEYYAH, I hope you find this. I recently found myself down here a lot recently. Wow, that was just my misreading of it. Let me try that again. I found myself down here a lot recently, contemplating the effects that Ojule has had on Feyamore. Where the Falitsu Dome now stands, the Chianti Hall was once booming with the sounds of workers at the harbor zone, ready to bring the NEYYAHs right here to the factory, through this very tunnel. And the levers are now broken, the rails are now destroyed by the fallen Yopalish portal, and the sound of the ocean is all that breaks the silence of this once busy, magical place. I'm writing this to let you know that I am doing all I can to try and preserve what is left of NEYYAH. It's funny. You know this already, yet sometimes I feel the need to remind myself. Oh, a code! Fantastic. I took away the metal statue heads of the Paleolthic clan from the crumbling ruins of the Chianti Hall and stored them away in my secret office here at the Paita factory. This is a very obvious code. I should remember it. I have done so much in my attempts to preserve what is left of their world, yet meanwhile Smolax continues to create madness at the Rondalla Temple. Ronalda Temple. I can read. He continues to drain everything from this world. Orion speaks of hope. She speaks of the old one. How long do we have, Taleva? How long? Presumably, at some point, there will be some sort of a rail cart or something I can take here, but it ain't here right now, so... let's not concern ourselves with it, shall we? Alright, let's go into this building. Let's see what's in there. When I come in town, what do I want to do? I want to eat at Sadie's is what I want to do. That's for damn sure. I don't know what else I want to do, though. Alright, there's a lot happening in here. Okay, these look like the little symbols that were on that note that I saw earlier. Coded symbols, however, like... I don't know what I'm supposed to do with them. They don't seem to be powered on right now. Oh. What? I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing with that. I probably shouldn't fuck with it right now. We have this thing. That will probably mean something at some point. Oh, that's literally the door I came in through. Wait, is it? No, this is on the other side of the island. And there's another portal I can go through, but... yeah, I'll have to go to the secret office at the factory. I have to go to the lower level of this factory. So I need to get back in here. Thought I saw a way down. Yep, I sure did. Okay. That's stuck. Okay. It won't drop down until the lever at the central tank in the facility is activated. The ladder on the side of the tank is still safe to use. Okay. So I need to go back up and look at the tank on the upper level. I need to find a ladder on the side of the tank. Aha! Alright, so the lever has been activated. Maybe now I can get where I need to go. Yes! Alright, excellent. There's a ladder. NEYYAH Site 28. Okay, so clearly I need to find the right combination of symbols here. Okay. So I know I saw one of them. I need to go look for these symbols. And I know that one of them was right over here. Okay, so we've got that one. I'm going to use the I don't want to look for a pen and paper method and literally just take a photograph of my screen on my phone. Alright, so let's look over here. There's another one. Now I just need to find the other two. Presumably they're somewhere around this room. Yep, here's one. And I can probably figure out the other one through process of elimination. But here it is, I don't have to. Alright, found the code. Perfect. Let's go input it. Let's see here. Gotta pull up my gallery here. Alright. So this one is correct. This one is... that one. This one is... that one. Alright. Got it. We've made it to the secret office. Secret orifice. No, I will not stop calling it that. Wow, this place is shitty. Bro, your secret office needs some work. Oh, we are descending even further into the depths. And here's the office. Alright, I bet we got some reading material over here. We have a big journal. Flora and Fauna of NEYYAH information book. We've got the NEYYAH plant, a sacred plant which was believed to have been grown by the ancient peoples of Tulimburi. A special water was produced called Lodvik water, enabling the plant's growth to be sustained in later times during the Fazaltian reign. The NEYYAH plant is now grown for its spores under the control of Smolax Mehmet. Pelorian flower, an ancient Fazaltian flower blossoming with a fluorescent blue and white bulb. They can grow in small or large sizes, and their flowers have been extracted and mixed with other components to help form the plasma for Pelorian portals. Felitsu plant, a giant leaf plant which usually grows close to Bululba trees. In ancient times, there was an abundance of these class across Fazalta. Their roots are examined, extracting possible energy resources to generate power on Ojule outside of the traditional use of the Paidas. The Felitsu Dome was built to enable these plants to flourish due to them not having withered away due to changing climates on Felitsu Island. That's where we are. We are underneath the Felitsu Dome. Gafunki mushroom. The Gafunki mushroom grows across Felitsu Island in what has become known as the Gafunki Zone since the island was separated by Binoxi Eye portals. In certain areas, the roots of the mushroom soak up water stained with Pelorian flower petals, and big spores can be found glowing blue under the mushroom. Smaller spores grow on top, which have been used to generate light. Warlat flower. Warlat flowers can be seen dotted around various terrain, including on beaches close to shorelines. The warlat flower has been used in the creation of invisible ink, which can be made visible using salt. Okay, so that's what the guy used to hide part of his notes. Peculiar tree. Oh, pellicular tree. I'm sorry, not peculiar tree. Pellicular tree. A very common tree which can be seen around Fazalta, growing on rocky terrains and beach areas. Their roots grow very deep, enabling these trees to prosper in high terrain areas. Needles that grow at their base have been used by Fazaltians in the past as dart weapons against a range of dangerous creatures, such as Maleva cats and Nilaxiums. I can read. Excuse me while I take a sip. Man, now I'm thinking about Sadie's Burritos. Sadie's is a New Mexican restaurant in Albuquerque. It is, is so good. It is so good. I miss it dearly. Alderflower. These plants grow in various colors, including red and green. Red alders are commonly sighted at shorelines and shallow waters. Flepole fern. These ferns are very common across Fazalta. They can grow in various locations, including rocky terrain and beach areas. They can grow into bright green colors, yet suffer in shade, preferring sunlight. They can flourish in either wet or dry conditions. Stachelia flower. The Stachelia flowers are quite pale in color, usually white or turning yellow, their stems growing very tall. They can be found growing in clusters around beach and shoreline areas. Oh, excuse me. Oh, big yawn! Stachelia flower. A more stout form of Stachelia flower with slightly thicker green leaves growing at their base. They can be seen growing on rocky terrain areas. Morplet flower. These flowers can be classed as more of a weed, which seem to grow in old ruins areas of Fazalta, as well as sandy or rocky areas. Kuldakor tree. A very tall palm tree growing on beaches. They can sometimes grow quite isolated from one another, however more commonly they grow in pairs or sometimes clusters of 4. They are seen all across Fazalta. Pelska vine. Whew, this is a lot of info. Pelska vines have only become prominent on Fazalta, where specific Olujarian structures are based, containing a metal called Relidium. They represent the physical representation of the Pelskas here on NEYYAH. The Felitsu Dome is becoming a problematic area where there is an infestation of the vines growing there. Bululba tree. The Bululba tree is an ancient Fazaltian species of tree. They only grow in very select areas of Fazalta. Felitsu plants would grow in abundance under these trees before climates changed. Their leaves form a thick canopy, keeping birds at bay, while their needles protect the base of the tree from any land-based predators. Oh, climate change! This game is woke! I wish that was just a stupid joke I pulled out my ass and not something some people actually believe. Nymphy flower. A thick green leaf plant which finds nutrients in Peloran pool waters. Water which is mixed with the fallen leaves of Peloran flowers. Oh good, we're gonna get into some critters. Flant. A seaweed which can flourish underwater but can also be spotted on shorelines. I lost my train of thought suddenly. Growing on structural areas, usually very dried up and flat in form. Fasaltian fauna. Alright, so we've seen some of these. We have seen the NEYYAH cat. A very adaptable species, NEYYAH cats have evolved to become ferocious predators in Fasalta, using their large yellow eyes to spot prey at long distances and in dark areas. Mating rituals involve the use of a large crest that flares up at the back of their heads. It can also be used to ward off any potential threats, along with a deadly spiked tear. I don't care how dangerous it is. It wants to be hugged and petted and loved. Okay? It's a kitty. Pilaf toad, which we also saw. The pilaf toad can be found in swampy and marshy areas and enjoy a good sunbathe once in a while. Their spiky skin was once used by Fasaltians as an ingredient in their early developments of weaponry against elopolites. Talabrock bird. Talabrock birds are once trained to attack the elopolites in battle. While not big enough to take on a full-size xyphor fish, they will feed on smaller fish in the beach areas. The oil in their feathers has been used by Fasaltians for medicinal purposes. Nylaxium. Nylaxiums populate rocky cliff areas and beaches. While armed with a powerful beak, they are a flightless bird and are more likely to flee than attack in dangerous situations. Repellents have been set up on poles in certain areas of NEYYAH to keep these creatures away, sometimes sedating them. Xyphor fish. The xyphor fish are a very ancient creature on NEYYAH. Blue light can be seen emitted from tentacles growing from the top of their heads, which hold a strong electromagnetic pulse. These fish have become troublesome in the production of NEYYAH spores, and so systems have been put in place on the NEYYAH pools to prevent them entering the heater chamber. Well, we sure learned a lot. Over here we've got some remnants of dinner. Alright, letter. My dear Vimir, I write to you from the top chambers of the Ronalda Temple, below the Benoxy Eye Tower. You know what I feel, Vimir, as I breathe in the dying breath of another day on this fleeting rock. I feel an emptiness that's continued to suffocate my people for far too long. It is sunset now, and the Benoxy have started to disappear, their wings like black scythes, cutting through the expanse of reds and magentas that bleed from the sky. Their shrieks. I can hear it in their shrieks. They crave for something else, something lost to them. Don't you feel this way, Vimir? We are so similar to the Benoxy, you and I. We crave for that same something. Something that belongs to us deep down at our cores. Alas, we have been parted from it for so long that we now mourn in the darkness, finding solitude only in the shadows of what could have been. The very thought of holding the Quilivian again snatches me from my hour of sleep. Yet I cannot find it, and so I mourn just like the Benoxy. I feel them cutting endlessly into the soulless twilight of what has become my existence. Our existence. You are fortunate to have found what you need on NEYYAH Site 28. But let me assure you, it won't be enough to quench the thirst of what your soul really craves for. The shrieks of the Benoxy will be flying around your head before too long, Vimir. This leads me to the matter I have been meaning to approach with you for a good while now. Alas, the search beckons. The rituals at the Ronalda Temple grow fiercer each night, and Kerhelta Volca stirs within the white pool of the Laflomian portal. Lots of new words. I've been preoccupied, to say the least. Nonetheless, it comes to my attention that your Benoxy Eye portals have stirred quite a fuss here at the Ronalda Temple. Quakes from the dead pit have been interfering with various experiments currently being conducted by my high priests. I am sure they are onto something, a new development in the speed in which the Paida and Lavandus crystal react together, and in doing so generating enough power to pierce a glimpse into the heart of the Laflomian portal. However, amidst all this progress, your decision to have separated the entire Falitsu Island into 5 separate zones is causing more trouble than it was worth, in my opinion. Yes, I understand why you require the dome to be separated due to the rising sea levels and the increasing temperatures of Falitsu Island disturbing the Falitsu plant growth. I trust your decision, and I have approved your experiments with the Falitsu roots on multiple occasions, as I too agree that the root could provide a suitable power source for our people throughout the city. This way, the Paidas can be manufactured for the primary intent of being used at the Ronalda Temple, furthering my research there. This is a long-ass letter. I am also quite surprised by the results of the Binoxii portals. While the original main islands of NEYYAH Site 28 remain fairly stable in their allocated areas across Feyamore, I believe through our technological advances we have achieved greater things. I am aware you had a big part in overseeing this work, and I congratulate you for it. Inspired by the Volk machines, right? Or however you spell those things. Considering the filth littered across NEYYAH Site 28, is there much point in separating more of the place? And to what end? You've built all this technology, only for one wretched island, and most of it serves no purpose for the production of the NEYYAH spores. The Paida factory is crumbling into the ocean, along with its ancient forgotten history. A mangled corpse, stinking of old magic spells and the disgusting Fazaltian ways. The ways of our betrayers, Vimir. I think sometimes you do well to remember that. I'm putting a stop to any further separations you may have in mind for NEYYAH Site 28. Your focus while you're stationed there is the NEYYAH plant, harvesting the spores, and preparing them for delivery back here to Oluje. Put to rest these notions you fabricated on protecting a world whose people, may I remind you, deceived us and tried to destroy us. Gotta take a breath here. Whew. If it wasn't for me, we might never have had a chance of being rid of this godforsaken place. For now, I will continue to maintain the Binoxii portals. I will also have talks with Terrarna Mechanics to see if I can have some of these new blue Levandus crystal systems positioned around the Falitsu Dome to repel those disgusting green seaweeds. I do advise you to start equipping yourself with the new Binoxi portal bracelets while being stationed out on NEYYAH Site 28. I'm always wearing one now, and while they don't work very well within the confines of an active Jalud, they are incredible at teleporting anyone back to the Ronalda Temple from great distances away. A lot of the other NEYYAH Site station workers have these. They provide emergency teleportations directly back to the Ronalda Temple in case of any Jaluds malfunctioning, or in your case, ending up trapped in a Falitsu Island zone linked between broken Binoxii portals. Of course, we could power them back up from our end, but I could not say for sure how long this would take. Also, they save us a great deal of hassle. No longer will we have to fly men out to escort trapped workers back to Oluje. When team meetings are required, or if I need to bring all workers back in case of emergency, I can override the teleportation system and bring back the Braceless Occupier straight here to the Ronalda Temple. Of course, I would give you plenty of notice before doing so. The bracelets also help me keep a tally on how many workers are out there at the NEYYAH sites. I've attached a bracelet with this letter in case you wish to use it. I do hope you understand my decision regards ceasing work on the Binoxii portals. We should be targeting our sights towards fighting the Quilivian, and leaving the rest of Fazalta to rot within the dead pit it has become. With that, I bid you farewell. I shall retire behind the walls of the Ronalda Temple, if only in desperation to rid the shrieks of those hungry, searching Binoxi from my tired ears. I do hope they'll never haunt your waking hours as much as mine. Small Axe. Well, one thing we know about Small Axe is that Bro is extremely long-winded. Alright, here we go. Vimir's journal. We're gonna read this and then we're gonna call it for the night. Because my throat's getting sore. Although I have salvaged the Payoltish head statues from the pillars, was it right for me to agree to having only the remaining Kienti building demolished, just for the sake of experiments? The Falitsu plants are vital in my plan to eradicate Small Axe's possession and pollution of the Paida technology. This natural power could be a way to save Oluje before it is too late. Perhaps the creepers will come after me next. I might end up feeling them wrapping around my ankles somewhere on a beach, hating me as much as they hate that wretched Verdilium metal Small Axe keeps choking this place with. It's almost as though the land knows. NEYYAH knows. Small Axe can smile for now, knowing he has ridden more of this once beautiful world from another slice of history, but not for long. I've made some space in an old storage area at the back of my secret office in the NEYYAH factory, taking away some of the pallets that were once used for storing the crates of freshly powered NEYYAHs and placing the statue heads there. I didn't have the heart to dump them in the bottom of the ocean. Everything else in this once beautiful world is crumbling into the ocean as it is. Maybe Orion will release her vines on the Falitsu Dome now, knowing I am trying all I can to preserve what is left of the Fazaltian world here on NEYYAH. I did smile at the little present my friend Ernter sent to me the other day. A prototype of what would later become the Falitsu Dome itself, demonstrating the mechanics and operations of the rotary system. I think it will serve as a nice ornament to my office on the NEYYAH factory. Work has progressed nicely on the Lavandis crystal lamps. With the alterations made to one specific lamp, perhaps that prototype model will come in useful for making sure certain things are kept safe. The Falitsu root experiments are important. I must protect them. The biggest concern I have is the longevity in the Falitsu Dome's operations. Smollax was quick to examine the mechanisms of Fazaltian gun towers, how all cogs would run together in order for the towers to rise and the Zalume 2 top chamber shutter to lower. That's a lot of words. He simply stole what he needed from the Fazaltians and did not require much assistance from the magicians at the Ronalda Temple at all, apart from the installation of the giant Kula crystal at the top of the dome and the Falitsu plant pools inside. The rotatory shell works fine, considering its designs and operations of the mechanisms, but it's cumbersome and unstable. I will be pushing for a more stable dome to house the Falitsu plants, especially if any other dome structures are built for further experimentation. Sorry, something just caught my attention out of the corner of my eye. I have made further developments to the old railcart station that leads to the Mahili portal tank. The entrance to the underground railcart works well even after all these years. The Fazaltians know how to devise very secure doorways to areas of great importance. What concerned me was the portal itself. To make any further repairs faster, I have marked the area in which the portal has been built under the water. I can resume work much easier this way. We saw this. After we took the tome, the tram thing to the island past the Sleeping Tower zone, we saw this out in the water. There was no clear way to reach it, but we saw this. Pelska portal activation code 4231. I have decided upon a mixed use of Fazaltian flora symbols and constellation numbers to enter the code. Flora, constellation, flora, constellation. My book on Fazaltian flora came in handy on this one. We have that book. We saw that book. The bunker teleportation console is also ready. I must be prepared to use this once it is activated by the sensors in the NEYYAH heater chamber, as Smollax will start his descent to NEYYAH once I have opened the console. I've concealed the code in a faraway, safe place. I was sitting with Niluka one morning before I set out to NEYYAH to complete a list of errands. He translated one of the Paleolithic clans' names into Gahalahanti for me. Belilka. It is one of those moments that really pushes my desire to generate systems in which to teach the sacred coded language of the Fazaltians, not that Smollax would approve. However, when I have a prototype ready, I intend to share it with Niluka. I'm sure he'd be very keen to try it out. I would also need to keep it on a distant, faraway location. I have made 2 new keys which will unlock the new mechanisms I've installed across NEYYAH. I've given one to Mason. Ripperoonie, Mason, we hardly knew you. Great job blowing yourself up, bro. The other I will keep here on my office at the NEYYAH factory. I left the Ronalda Temple the other day, having discussed the recent Yopelish portal devastation at the NEYYAH factory. Smollax wasn't at all happy, disregarding the portal's useful activity as a mere means to an end. So many areas of the Fazaltian world have been transformed into new platforms to give power to Smollax's use of new Olujarian technology. Upon activating the microphone frequencies of the old gun tower... Excuse me. I need a drink. Oof. Okay, there we go. Upon activating the microphone frequencies of the old gun tower on the Lavandis zone, the sounds emitted there brought tears to my eyes. It was almost as if the sound belonged to the mourning of the departed Pelskas, or even the pain of the lost Fazaltians seeping back into NEYYAH from the depths of their prison, the Quilivian. I am so close to finding it now. Soon I will be able to put my mind at rest. My work on NEYYAH will be done. I've just finished installing the new lever system for the water pump shed at the Scarlatti Towers. I've made sure the key Ernter has provided is kept far away from any prying eyes. I've considered bringing the key here to the secret office on the Paida factory, but having precious items hidden in different locations will keep things more secure, and it'll also make the game more fun for me. I'm uncertain whether the old guard station on Galorfiak Mines is a good place for keeping things protected, considering how close it is to the main lab. However, I doubt Smolax will have much intention of snooping around in old Fazaltian areas. The elevator of the Falitsu Dome has been shut down. I understand Smolax's frustration at this. Even so, those Pelska vines will consume the entire dome before too long. I warned him countless times not to use Viridium metal. Those vines will enshroud anything Smolax pollutes NEYYAH with. I just hope I can speed up work with the Falitsu roots before this happens. I'll replace the button as soon as I can, but the Volk cabinet on Falitsu Island must remain accessible in order to retrieve the correct symbol for the NEYYAH gas system at the Lodvik Tower. That reminds me, I must fix the cabinet's sensor. All other 3 sensors seem to be in good working orders. Oh man, this is a lot. Ooh, I mean, I'm having a good time, but it's a lot. Oh, big yawn before we continue. Woof. I have to discuss with Taleva my suspicions regards the glyphium that Smolax has concocted from the NEYYAH spores. I took a couple of samples and will take them to my lab on Oluj for a couple tests. I may even bring the equipment to NEYYAH, but we will see. There's a possibility the drug may be used to subdue the people rather than benefit their health in any way. It will be used as a protection against the elements once the Laflomian portal brings Oluj back to Bragnarian. I'll see how Talavia goes with eating the white parts of the Gafunkie mushrooms. Are you testing your experiments on your wife? Bruh. I've been working alongside Mason a lot more of late, as I believe if my trust can be strengthened in him, he will prove to be a valuable asset to the work I need conducted on NEYYAH. Mason hasn't mentioned much about his memories of where he came from, as he says he can't remember much before arriving here on NEYYAH. Okay, that's interesting. One thing I noticed on Mason when he first arrived was a distinctive purple dust and rock on his shoes and parts of his clothes. This made me speculate where this may have come from. I've seen no such dirt here on Fazalta, and definitely nowhere on Oluche. This led me to consider the possibility that this may originate from Quilivia, within the Quilivion itself. Mason has fueled my hopes in finding a way to restore Fazalta, to find the Quilivion and rescue the prisoners there. If Mason can escape, who else can? And if not, is there a way to get inside the Quilivion and perform the rescue attempt? The thought of teaching our community about the more in-depth and fascinating ways in which the Fazaltians live their lives excites me beyond measure. I am proud of my efforts so far in pursuing ways in which to inform new NEYYAH site workers of the Fazaltian soul of this land. Oh god, there's a tiny bug on my glasses. Oh, go away, tiny bug. Go away, tiny bug. Shoo. Go away, tiny bug. I'm not sure if I'll pursue work on the constellation number system I have rigged up currently at the old watchtower on Panorvia Point. Glitches keep occurring when some of the switches are activated. Still, it's an enjoyable process, building something which keeps NEYYAH alive at its core. I have finally fixed the Pelska portal. For now, I'll keep it at the hangar on the lab HQ of Galorfiak Mines. I used it a few times today when double-checking the sensors at the NEYYAH Pool's heater chamber. Getting from there to Panorvia Point as planned is now instantaneous. Trapping Smolax at the bunker can be achieved much faster now. No point in waiting around any longer than is needed. I've set up active points around NEYYAH where the Pelska portals can be used. Once the portal is activated, the symbols will go blue. The lit symbols must be visible in order for the traversals to work properly. Okay, so here's a list of the active locations. Falitsu Island, Gafunkie Zone, Sleeping Tower area inside the old Paida lamp at the beach. That's the one we found earlier. Falitsu Island, Dome Zone above the Plasma Door entrance, Paida Factory walkway side. Falitsu Island Harbor Zone, plaque above the entrance to the old Beacon Cave on the old Binoculars Tower. Falitsu Island, Paida Factory Zone, the pier inside the telescope. Falitsu Island, Levantis Zone, inside an old Paida lamp at a rest area near the viewpoint. Falitsu Island, Levantis Zone, inside the left old Paida cradle outside the cavern entrance. This is just a whole list of them. Oh, dome key. I found it a key. Didn't expect that. Another key, a spare key to something. Security system. Notes on the Paitas. I really don't want to read any more stuff aloud right now. My throat is getting sore. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to actually save the game here. And I'm going to quit the game. We'll pop right back over here. Because, yeah, it is time to call it quits for the night. I am really having a good time with this game. This game is super fun. I'm having a blast. I am really enjoying it. This is just, oh, it's so good. It is right smack dab in my wheelhouse. Delicious. So yeah, I will be back Friday, 6:30 Central, with more NEYYAH. I think this is what I'm going to be playing for a while on stream. Have a good night, Sheena. It was good to see you, and have a good night, everybody. Take care. I will see you on Friday at 6:30 Central, and yeah, that's it. Good night.